Enjoy the show, everyone!
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Heat Army Podcast Live. We are here in situ in the Tyne and Wear stand at Gateshead International Stadium. It's Gateshead versus Yeovil Town, and both teams will be wanting the 3 points to try and edge closer to survival from the National League drop zone. My name's David Gallis. I'm joined by Mark Crovers. For our audio listeners here, it is absolutely glorious. Blue skies, few clouds, but there's a wind and it's a little bit bitter, but it shouldn't affect the football here today, Mark, should it?
I think I'm here to ask the questions everyone wants to know, David. Firstly, why is the goat in your introduction got an American accent?
I don't know. You'd have to ask AI about that.
No, look, it is. It's a pretty nice day today. I mean, it's a bit windy. It is a bit breezy, as it normally is here at the JIS. But in terms of the skies above are an unusual blue colour, which we don't tend to see up here. But the sun is out, but I think the wind is going to have a big impact on this game today.
Yeah, the wind, when we've been watching the warm-up, does seem to be blowing towards the Felon end, so it's going from north to south here in the International Stadium. Fantastic turnout, of course. It's non-league day here. People are still teeming in, and Mark, one thing we've noticed, obviously covering Gates over many years, you tend to recognise faces and regulars and maybe part-timers, as it were, that come in. But today, a lot of fresh faces, which is really nice to see.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Supporters Society have targeted 2,000, which would be a massive upturn compared to where things have been recently. Obviously, attendances have been pretty poor, if we're being honest. That hardcore coming along day in, day out, or week in, week out. But can't detract the floating supporters. I mean, a lot of talk about the stadium, which I do get, but at the same time, when you look at what Rob Elliott and Louis Story are trying to do on the pitch with this team and try and get them out of this state that they found themselves in, they need the backing, and hopefully today they'll get that. But more importantly, Dave, is the fact that when you do get a crowd, if it is as big as we hope it is, you've got to put on a performance, you've got to get a win, and not just get a win, but I think sometimes you've got to put on a display that people want to keep coming to watch. You know, the style of football, we know what it is here.
It certainly is. Just interrupt. We've got two former Gateshead defenders, both legends on Tyneside. One had a fantastic career at Newcastle United, the other one at Gateshead, of course, Ben Clark and Paul Dummett, who are part of the coaching staff here at Gateshead, which is lovely to see. Paul, as I say, cutting his teeth in coaching here, especially after cutting his teeth as a player on loan from Newcastle. I'll quickly go through the lineups here. Jed Ward is in goal for Yeovil. John McCuna is also wears number 2. Wears number 10. Brett McGavin, number 14. Number 20 is Miller Matthews Lewis. As Kyle Ferguson wears number 26. 37 is Delano McCoy Splat, and Tyrrell Works wears number 36. On the bench is Matt Gould, Aaron Jarvis, James Daly, Harvey Greenslade, Oliver Hughes, Will Merry, and Jaden Biss. For Gateshead, this is how the Tynesiders line up this afternoon. Adam Dubois in goal, Brad Nicholson, David Ferguson and Kent Richardson make up the back three. Keaton Ward and Harry Chapman look like they're going to be playing as the wing backs. Fenton Lorimer John in midfield with Josh Holm, Sam Bowen and Jacob Butterfield, and Levi Amanchi is the striker up top. On the bench, there's a lot there for Gateshead this afternoon. Mark Beck, Billy Chadwick, Josh Anafawosi, Ethan Moore, Zach Gilsonen, Louis Story and Ash Botswain. And we've talked about it in recent weeks. There has been a lot of injuries this season, but this moment in time, Gateshead seem to be hitting it lucky on the injury front and have more or less a full strength squad to pick from.
Yeah, I mean, obviously losing Ben Ratcliffe was a bit of a blow in midweek against York. Not ideal, especially when he was in a really good spell of form and kind of integral. So I think that's probably prompted a little switch at the back with Keaton Ward going in at right back and Kent Richardson going alongside Dave Ferguson at centre back. So not 100% ideal, but at the same time, it is a Gateshead side that are in form. it is a Gateshead side that are full of confidence.
Well, Mark, just sorry to cut you off there. Fantastic to see they're actually moving some of the partitions in the stand because there's too many people coming in, which is absolutely fantastic. And as I say, if you're watching live on DAZN, welcome. We hope that you have a fantastic afternoon with us here on non-league day. Of course, the 3 p.m. blackout has been lifted today for this one. And a lot was made of it earlier in the week, of course, with the much talked about KSI and Dagenham. A lot of people didn't realise there was no 3 p.m. the blackout today. But yeah, it's nice to see that the non-league game is getting pushed to the front today in the international break.
Well, it should be, because look, the 3 p.m. blackout was put in place for a reason. It was to try and stop people going and watching games in pubs on illegal streams, and trying to make sure, you know, people are going to other games, going to non-league games. And sometimes I wonder how much it does impact on the non-league game. But then when you have an initiative like non-league day, which is this is the 15th time it's been run, obviously missed out 1 year for COVID. You see things like this. You see the bigger crowds coming along, and it just gives the financial boost more than anything. It pains to just go straight to finance, but you kind of do. The financial boost that it can give clubs, even if there's just another 500 on the gate, even if there's another 100 on the gate, it can make a difference.
Well, as I say, just still looking behind us, there's still people streaming in from the concourse, which is absolutely fantastic. Just while we're on, if you could hit like and subscribe if you're listening to us on the audio stream. Of course, it is available on DAZN, and really have our glorious commentary there. So please do join us. Let us know where you're listening from. We've got a message from Gateshead FC. Start today, put come on Gateshead. And of course, if there's any Yeovil fans listening, send us your messages as well. And we're all set. We just need the teams to come out here. And the non-league day, it's been well attended here at Gateshead, and hopefully across the northeast in general, and as I say, the game in general, because there's a lot of fantastic clubs, there's a lot of volunteers at this level. And I think if hopefully they can all give themselves a good advertisement, people enjoy it and think about coming back. And I think that's the most important thing here, Mark.
Well, the other side is as well that we've got a lot of clubs who are in good runs of form at the moment. I mean, you've got, Redcar Athletic who just won the Northern Premier League East. You've got Dunstan still in the playoff mix in that division. You've got Heaton Stand pushing in the playoff mix in that division. Blythe Spartans are in great form at the minute and pretty much secure their survival this year and stop a painful run of relegations. You've got South Shields in the title race in the National League North. You've got Hebburn in the Northern Premier League Premier Division title race.
Pushing for the title,
You've got Stockton who are still in the playoff mix in that division. You've got Morpeth trying to stay up in that division. So there's loads going on. And you just hope today across the region that there are big crowds. I mean, I was at Ashington against Dunstan in the NPL East last night, and there was a decent crowd there. I think it was around 700, which was great. So hopefully there is a big one here today, but I hope that is replicated across the region, because we're very fortunate in this region to have a very thriving northeast non-league scene. And you hope, again, I say the region across the country, I hope clubs are getting loads of support today.
Certainly do.
I should probably say now, great travelling support from Yeovil as well. What a track they have.
Their longest trip of the season. I think there's only a couple of miles in it between the one to Carlisle as well. So we'll mention them throughout the stream, and hopefully you can get to hear them. Cause I'm sure they'll be in fine voice. So most of them have probably made a weekend of it up here in Tyneside, and maybe even have sampled the big market, Mark. You never know. If they did, they're probably feeling worse for wear. But hopefully, at the end of the game, everyone leaves happy. I know it's probably quite impossible for that to happen, but let's hope both teams give a good account of themselves.
I'd argue if they sampled the big market, they wouldn't be here now.
Yeah. Well, as I say, people still coming in thick and fast into the time. And we stand here. It's non-league day. Gateshead versus Yeovil, live on DAZN, Enterprise National League action. Thank you for your company. My name's David Gaddis. I've got Mark Rivers next to me. The teams are about to come out of the tunnel here, and I think hopefully they'll get a fantastic reception when they do come out. And it should be a good game. If it's anything like the return fixture earlier in the season, we're in for a barnstormer. It was 4-3, three down at half-time. Gateshead come back to win 4-3. I don't think we'll have that, but I don't think the Heart could take it.
No, not at this point of the season, not where Gateshead are in the league. I mean, Yeovil, maybe a couple of weeks ago, were looking a bit nervously over their shoulders at the relegation zone, but put together a bit of an upturn in form and got themselves into mid-table, haven't they? And I look at their squad, and there's a lot of threats in there, a lot of players.
Even on the bench, you've got Aaron Jarvis is there, James Daly. It's a strong bench as well. And as I say, I spoke to Ben, who is from the Glovers podcast, and as I say, I said, "How are you feeling?" He goes, "I haven't been well in 10 years, so haven't been feeling all right in 10 years." But let's hope everyone has a good day today. There's people still teaming in. There's people having to go right down to the front of the Town and Wear stand to get seats. Haven't seen this in quite a long time. And as a long Gateshead fan, it's heartwarming to see that Tyneside has come out today to support Gateshead, and hopefully from our point of view they can carry on their run as Rob Elliott comes out, gets a round of applause from the Town and Wear Stadium, applause back as well, and we are moments away from the teams coming out of the tunnel here in the Enterprise National League.
Yeah, you're right. It is great to see the stand filling up. Too often this season, Gateshead haven't hit the levels they want in terms of, I would say they never have really hit the levels that they need or want in terms of attendances. Hopefully today they can get up towards or over that 2,000. It certainly feels as if they have. If I'm just looking even just down and around us, Dave.
It feels tighter, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
It does, which isn't a bad thing. But hopefully we're in for a good one. As I say, if you are listening on our audio stream, you can message us. We've already had one message from Gateshead FC Stats, and they put, "Come on the Heed." I can see the referee down below us. He's waiting in the tunnel. He's all in light blue. I think he's got a new shirt today, Mark. It looks absolutely pristine. As hopefully he isn't involved too much, because I know you don't like to go on about referees too much, but in recent weeks we've seen some strange decisions for
let's stay positive,
for
Dave.
both teams.
Let's stay positive. We don't want to talk about officials.
We certainly don't. It's a hard job. I wouldn't want to do it.
Leads to me getting a ticking off, so let's not do that.
Well, we are still waiting for the teams to come out of the tunnel. If you are just joining us, thank you very much. For our audio listeners, the sun is out, there's blue skies above us. There's a couple of white clouds. The pitch is bathed in sunshine. It isn't that warm though, unfortunately. It looks tropical. It feels Antarctic at the moment. There's a slight wind bringing the cooled air off the Tyne into the Town and Wear stand here. But at the moment, Gateshead fans aren't that bothered about it. And the teams are about to come out onto the pitch here at Gateshead International Stadium as Kenton Richardson leads out the team and Jake Winnell leads out the Yeovil side. And this is how Yeovil line up this afternoon. Jed Ward in goal, Joy McKenna, Alex Whittle, Finn Cousin Dawson, Jake Winnell, Ryan Jones, Brett McGavin, Miller Matthews Lewis, Kyle Ferguson, Delano McCoy Splat and Terrell Works. Matt Gould on the bench with Aaron Jarvis, James Daly, Harvey Greenslade, Oliver Hughes even, Will Merry and Jaden Biss. And the Heed line up like this: Adam Dubois in goal, Brad Nicholson, David Ferguson, the captain Kenton Richardson, Harry Chapman, Keaton Ward, Fenton John, Josh Holm, Sam Bowen, Jacob Butterfield and Levi Amanchi make up the starting benches. Mark Beck, Billy Chadwick, Josh Anafawosi, Ethan Moore, Zach Gilsonen, Louis Story and Ash Botswain. And people still teaming in here. And I thought that was Jeff Goldblum for a second there, Mark. You could make money as a lookalike, that man. But as I say, we are going to be underway very shortly. For our audio listeners, it looks like a cross between the away kit and the home kit here. They're wearing white shorts with green socks and black and red striped tops. And Gateshead in there, I think it's probably, I'm guessing there was a clash of the kits. As Gateshead in their white and black socks. So we are all set at Gateshead International Stadium, ready to get underway. And people are having to search for seats here in the Tyne and Wear stand still. And Mark, I really hope the supporter society and all the Gateshead fans who have worked tirelessly this week on social media to attract people down here, and of course the hard work of yourself to get people to games in the region pays off, and the Project 2K is hopefully being hit here at Gateshead. The captains are in the centre circle with the referees. We can find out which way we are shooting very, very shortly. But a big thank you to everyone that has joined us this afternoon, especially if you're watching on the Zone and the Heat Army podcast audio stream on YouTube. And this is going to be a very important game. Gateshead have only got 2 home games left after this, and they are 2 points out the relegation zone as this starts. Can they get any more ground on the teams behind them? Well, Gateshead are going to be shooting towards the River Tyne. Looks like they're going to be shooting into the wind in the first half here. And we are moments away. Mark, just one thing noticing the other side. I don't think I've ever seen so many double-barreled names in a starting lineup. It's going to be an interesting afternoon. Hopefully we get them right.
Don't lump me in with you, Dave.
Look, we're a team. We'll go down together. But we are waiting to get underway. Jacob Butterfield stands over the ball, and we are underway. It goes back to Adam Dubois, who clears the ball up towards Levi Amanchi. Just a little bit too much on it, but the bounce, and Amanchi's got through, and the ball bounces off him and out for a goal kick. And the crowd is up for it here. There's a nice roar as he ran forward.
I think he's got to do a little bit better, Dave. I think once he's got there, he's just got a bit too carried away, and his first touch has taken it out of play. I think he should have just...
I don't know if it's hit his shin or not there, but...
Well, yeah, but if he gets his first touch in, he can get a shot away.
Ward with the goal kick. Ball bounces through. And Nicholson can give it back to Dubois. Dubois looking at the forward line. He's going to ping this one out towards... Oh, it's up towards Amanchi, but... Second ball falls to Yeovil. They clear it. Brought down by Richardson, who puts it back over the top. And Amanchi is in trouble. He's hopping. That doesn't look good for Amanchi. He's going to have to go down. And looks like Botswain is stripping to come on here straight away. Doesn't look good for Levi Amanchi. And he goes down. And at the moment, Yeovil still have the ball. And I think the player's signalling to put it out there, you know. I know it hasn't went out yet. Butterfield still trying to play, and it's being put out.
Yeah, but they don't have to put it out.
They don't have to. It's good sportsmanship, but
but they're in possession. You don't have to put it out.
No, I wasn't saying
you were,
that.
Dave. I heard what you were trying to cause trouble.
No, I think it was number 6. It was Winnell that wanted the ball played out there when he seen the player hobbling, which was good. I suppose this early in the game, it doesn't really affect anything, does it? So, and he was in some pain as soon as he put his foot down. I didn't see what led to the injury, but Amanchi is in some pain at the moment. Physio is there with the club doctor, I think it is, having a look at it. And you fear it's one of those metatarsal ones. You know, it's the boots these days.
Well, the other thing is, if it's this early in the season,
early in
the game,
yeah.
Sorry, then you make the sub and just take them off, and no precaution. Take precaution. Sorry.
Yeah. Well,
I was all over the place.
That's what happens when you sit next to me, Mark, for too long.
It's rubbing off.
Yeah, I think his afternoon is done. Levi Amanchi. We're going to see Ash Botswain come straight in here. 2.5 minutes, and he's in some discomfort there. He's having to be helped off the pitch, which is quite comical because the medical staff are a good 2 foot shorter than him. He's using them as walking sticks here to get off the pitch, and we hope that it isn't something that will keep him out for the rest of the season. Of course, Levi desperate to score. He still hasn't opened his account yet, and his afternoon is ending early here as we await for Levi Amanchi to leave the pitch. Ash Botswain just getting his shirt on. Scored 2 in his last 2 home games. Maybe hoping to add to that, but Levi Amanchi's afternoon is sadly over early doors. But Gateshead do have a throw-in on the far side, and they're going to use it to go attacking here.
Well, we know what Brad Nicholson can do.
Well,
those long throw-ins, particularly when it's windy like this.
Well, can Botswain score with his first touch? It would be a hell of a way to introduce himself. But Amanchi getting a good round of applause as he goes down the tunnel. The throw is about to be taken. We're back underway. In it comes. It's a looping one. It's going to be headed clear back to Nicholson. Takes a touch, crosses the ball in. It's not bad, but curled away there. Gateshead do pick up the loose ball outside the area. Ferguson puts it in. Headed clear. Good stuff from Bowen, who gets the ball back. Edge of the area, gives it to Nicholson. Crosses the ball in. Botswain had too many shirts around him. It was good defending there, but the ball headed forward by Gateshead again. Clear by the visitors. And good work from Fenton John to come back and clear up.
Tell you what, Nicholson might have been better off just letting that ball go to play for another throw-in, you know.
Yeah. Well, Gateshead started on the front foot here. Of course, not much being played really with the little injury to Amanchi, but they've managed to get the ball in the Yeovil box. Bowen plays it inside to Butterfield. He's wanting an outlet. He has it now to Chapman. Chapman plays it back down the line to Nicholson. And Gateshead can build from the back. Richardson calmly gives it to Ferguson in the centre circle. Chapman was in here because of space, and the ball has been seen. It's hanging up in the air somewhat. When the ball grew a poor header, got away with it, but that they didn't get away with the clearance. Do this time.
Good tackle, that. Proper tackle.
Yeah, he got right into it, didn't he? As at the moment Yeovil, as Jones just lays it off, and now the ball played, intercepted by Nicholson, plays it inside, and the touch from home just rocketed off him, coming at him pretty fast. But the visitors now can try and build down the left-hand side. McGavin plays it forward. As comes all the way back to Ward in the Yeovil goal. And Gateshead trying to pin them back in, but they're moving the ball well. Comes across now to Ferguson. Down the line to Ryan Jones, back to Ferguson. And Makuna can play it back. Yeovil just trying to keep the ball for a while. The ball forward goes all the way up to number 20, and there's a foul given on Fenton John, and I feel harsh for that. Was a harsh one, that, I think, on Yeovil. Thought Fenton just lost his foot in there, but free kick to Gateshead nonetheless. 7 minutes gone, still 0-0. Richardson plays it out to the far side, and Keaton Ward plays it back to Ferguson in the centre circle. Nicholson out to Chapman. Some good noise coming from the north end of the Tyne and Weir stand, the Yeovil fans, as well as from the clothesline at the back of the Tyne and Weir stand from the Gateshead fans. It's warmed up nicely as Chapman on the halfway line tries to play forward. Good block from Jones, wins the header, but Gateshead's there to mop up, and Chapman pumps it back to Dubois, who just confidently chested that down on the edge of his area.
Pleased he was confident.
The ball through. Oh, and can the loose ball be picked up? No. Can for the visitors as 1-0 got it moving forward. And Gateshead's pressure off the ball, making Yeovil have to play it all the way back. But now they look to get the ball moved forward with purpose. As goes all the way back to Jed Ward. Out it comes to the right-hand side. Jones hugging the touchline in front of the dugout. Not many men making a run forward for him at the moment. And that poor ball was just picked up by Gateshead, and a late... Let's give it the free kick as a late challenge on.
Gotta play it on, surely.
Sam Bowen. I think that there wasn't an outlet. I think that's why he's pulled it back. Now, Ferguson in the centre of defence. Plays it across to Nicholson. Sam Bowen just holds it up. At the moment, Gateshead just holding possession. Richardson brings it forward now. Still going, Richardson just has to turn, plays it back to Ferguson, who has really, reinvented himself. The ball forward to Botswain. Flag stays down. He's holding it up on the edge of the area. Can he lay it off? Oh, he just couldn't get the ball away from his feet. Cleared out. That'll go for a throw to Gates on the far side. But I was getting back to a Ferguson. We signed him as a left back. Plays a left wing back for most of his career. But much like Robbie Tinkler, found a home in the centre
really well,
back.
Yeah, I spoke to Rob Elliott after the game on Tuesday night about him, and just enthused about his attitude and obviously his ability, but his attitude when he hasn't been in the team.
Ball over the top for Botswain. Oh, he just couldn't get a hold of that, and that's a clearance out of touch on the far side, and Nicholson will make his way over for the long throw here. And just at the moment, I don't think there is any goals in the National League at the moment. Brad Nicholson, 10 minutes gone, still 0-0. And Nicholson, he goes right out about the fourth lane there on the running track. Comes forward, launches it in, it's pulled it, held up in the air there, the wind is coming into play. Back out to Nicholson, who brings the ball down. Sitting very deep, Yeovil, in comes the cross, it's, ball held up a little bit there. And the Yeovil defence able to clear it, but Gateshead intercept. And Fenton John, lovely stuff from Fenton John, just slows it down and plays it back. And we're seeing Fenton John come deep to get involved and bring the ball forward again. He's got Chapman on the left, who he uses. The run from Josh Holm, the ball just wasn't hard enough to get there, and now they can try and bring the ball forward. Nice turn there from Matthews Lewis. Just unfortunately a little bit heavy his pass forward, and Gateshead build once again.
Gateshead getting a press right in the minute, just forcing little errors from Yeovil, which will be frustrating for the visitors. But Gateshead, as yet, haven't really created anything.
No, it's I'm gonna say they're just on top possession-wise, but the visitors haven't really gotten their stride yet at all, have they? But they'll get their chances. Most teams do. As the ball comes through to Bowen, Sam Bowen,
Great defending, unbelievable.
As Ryan Jones just used his body, didn't he? And that goes back. There is two goals in the National League at the moment. Solihull are beating Altrincham 1-0, and Scunthorpe in the playoff picture are beating FC Halifax 1-0. It's a long throw going to be coming on the far side from Gateshead here, level with the corner of the box, a little bit further back. Still in Brad Nicholson's range, this one.
Big plus for Hartlepool, that goal at Halifax. Hartlepool obviously in and around it, well, just on the brink of the playoffs, I should say, but Halifax just outside.
Flirting with the playoffs, as there's a few Gateshead players that aren't involved today, just making their way.
Can't get a seat.
Yeah, can't get a seat, having to go further along the stand. But Nicholson with the throw. This one he's went forward, and number 14's asking the question, McGavin. Don't know if there was a foul in there that he spotted, but the referee doesn't give anything, and the throw taken short this time by Gateshead. The wind is just playing a little bit havoc with that, and it's a good block, but a fall back to Gateshead. Ferguson gives it to Sam Bowen, out to Butterfield. Lovely touch. Butterfield opened his body, puts it across, just didn't get the connection he wanted to pull it back across goal.
Chance of a break here as Gateshead go in pretty well.
No.
Played that a bit quick, but Yeovil couldn't quite get it out.
McCoy Splat was absolutely screaming for the ball. As the ball comes out now towards Jones, nods it forward for McCoy Splat, but Ferguson there just to mop up, and Gateshead playing the nice zonal passing there and get themselves out of trouble. Dubois clears the ball up for Botswain. It hangs up in the air, and that allowed the Yeovil defender to nod it down. An important goal in the National League North title race. AFC filed a 1-0 to the good against Steve Watson's Darlington, of course former Gateshead manager. A long way to go though. 14 minutes we're into here, still 0-0. Neither side really made a goalkeeper work. As the ball goes up towards Chapman, Chapman uses his body against Ryan Jones, and the ball does go out for a corner.
It's been good from Gateshead so far, not great. They are on the front foot at very least.
Well, we're going to see Keaton Ward come over to put this one in. An important goal in the National League South title race. Dorking are losing 1-0 at home to Hemel Hempstead. Just proves the season isn't over until it's over. But Keaton Ward on corner duty. Goal goes short, gets it to Chapman, edge of the box. Can he open up his body? He curls it. Didn't get enough curl on it at all, and about 15 foot wide. But Gateshead showing the initiative there.
Just made a strange connection with it, didn't he?
Yeah.
You just expect him to at least test the goalkeeper there, but he just a strange effort.
I think we've seen him score some goals from range this season, spectacular ones as well. But on that occasion, just didn't work out, and they're going long with this one, Yeovil. As Ferguson battling, ball headed on, but only as far as Brad Nicholson plays it back. And look at the sprint back from Nicholson to give the space to allow them to bring the ball forward. Chapman, he's just beaten to the ball, and now the visitors can try and build here as they give away a foul on Cousin Dawson. There can be no complaints on that one, really. AFC Fylde really making a fight of it now. They're 2-0 against Darlington this afternoon, and South Shields will need to win their game to stay in touch with Fylde, and they have a game in hand, Fylde as well. Their game called off due to a waterlogged pitch midweek. But here it is going to be McGavin with the free kick. All the other players up and always went through. I don't know if he meant that,
I think he meant that. If not, it's the worst cross ever.
Yeah, it's that was a real waste.
Trying to catch Dubois, I think.
Nicholson gives the ball to Ferguson. Richardson, the captain, back to Ferguson. Still inside the Gateshead half at the moment, so just starting to see a bit more of a press from the visitors here, trying to force an error from Gateshead and close down some angles. Ball comes out to Josh Home, who seems to be here, there and everywhere in midfield at the moment. Former Birmingham under-21s captain. Made his 50th appearance midweek as well.
I couldn't believe that.
Yeah. Seemed to happen in a blink of an eye, didn't it? Well, Richardson plays it to Ferguson. Cross to Nicholson. There's the ball from Bowen. Does get through to Chapman. Oh, nice vision to get it there, and it's going to come back to Bowen. Great passing football. Edge of the area, plays it through to Botswain. Oh! He wants to be careful enough. Could have been a yellow card there.
He's just
tripped. Well, the Yeovil fans, they're showing their discontent with that one for a second. He didn't appeal, in fairness, but
he's just tripped.
Yeah. 17 minutes gone, still 0-0. But that was some nice close quarters passing from the Heed to get themselves into the box. Nicholson wins the header. Chapman tries to flick it on. Oh, great stuff from Butterfield, and Gateshead win the ball back. Fenton John just calms it down and plays it back. Lovely stuff from Gateshead's number 20, and it goes over to Richardson. Yeah, just an injection of urgency from the visitors to try and close Gateshead down here, but Fenton John gets the ball to Josh Home, can drive forward with the ball himself. He's got Richardson on the right, who he uses. In comes the first time cross, didn't get the connection probably wanted, and the visitors now can try and work this ball up the pitch as they do, up towards the halfway line. Good tussle on the halfway line. Ferguson wins the header, and it goes out for a throw to the visitors. No quarter given from David Ferguson there.
Yeovil Town 1-0 down in the NPL Premier. That's a big blow for their title chances. Slipped to second place last week.
Well, throw in, it's right on the halfway line, on the far side. And the throw bounces through all the way to Dubois via Ferguson. Nicholson just plays it into the centre to Ferguson, across to Richardson. It's the three sons at back at the end of the names, as Chapman and acres of space here. The Yeovil defence spotted it there. Still with the back three of Gateshead as they play it across to Nicholson. Nicholson puts the ball over the top, looking for the run of Botswain. The ball's going to hold up. He's well, the defender Ferguson just held it up there. Well, held his run. And now Ward for the visitors. Plays it along the ground to Kyle Ferguson, who gets it to Jones. Jones cuts inside back to Ferguson. That's good link-up play, but the ball forward intercepted by Ferguson, and he sends Chapman away down this left-hand side. He's got 2 men, just slows it down and plays it inside. And Sam Bowen gives it to Josh Holm. Richardson. As Keaton Ward just slows it down, gives it back to Richardson on the halfway line. Oh, nice to pick out Butterfield. He's going to play it through back from there as the ball forward for Chapman to get there, and the ball's going to go out for a goal kick. Yeah.
I don't know why he hasn't stopped that.
I don't know. But lovely stuff from Sam Bowen. He's really linking up play well here. That's the second or third time he's got that ball moving into the box.
I think it's the best we've seen of Sam Bowen since he's come to the club, and just as you say, linking up nicely. It's difficult to work out what Gateshead are playing here. Sometimes it looks like a 4 at the back, and it looks like it's a 3.
Yeah,
I think it is a 4.
Yeah, I think it's a 3. I might be wrong, although as I say that, Keaton Ward goes back to right back there, but
like when 4-2-3-1, I think.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a fluid formation. When they move forward, Keaton Ward's given that room to try and be more creative going forward, and you have the 3 centre backs. As Ferguson with a crucial tackle, he wins the
great,
ball.
you know.
Yeah, he's just come in late on Ferguson there. Definitely not a malicious one from Matthews Lewis.
No, he's gone for the ball. I think Ferguson's just nicked it, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Could have been nasty, that.
At first I thought they had clashed heads as they come together, but thankfully not for either man. But Gateshead with Nicholson on the ball, plays it across the defence to the captain Richardson. He's telling him to get it forward as Keaton Ward drops into space. Oh, so it's not Keaton Ward now. This Home gets a free kick. Just caught late there. I think the referee's done well here. I thought you might have got the card out on that one, the way he ran over.
You're right, yeah, but I think the problem there is if he does give it,
he sets a precedent, doesn't he?
Sets a precedent.
A very important goal down the bottom of the National League table. Eastleigh are winning 1-0 against Forest Green at the moment.
The goal at the top as well, to be fair. Forest Green in the playoffs.
Yeah, very big.
You think the pressure will be starting to rise a little bit at Forest Green?
Well, of course, if you can get a home draw, if you finish higher up in the playoff picture, it can be an advantage, and you'd certainly want that, especially with the in and out form that Forest Green have got at the moment. You don't know which Forest Green are going to turn up. But it is a throw in to the visitors, level with the corner of their own box on the far side. Referee just making sure he takes it from the right place. Another big goal as well. Both the teams at the top end of the National League South both losing, Worthing and Dorking. So no change at the top, but I'm not sure how close it is for the other teams behind them, but that'll give inspiration for teams to chase them if it stays like that. Ferguson plays the ball over to Nicholson. Chapman comes inside to play it back, and Gateshead just trying to raise the tempo, I think, here at the moment. We're seeing players with a little bit more urgency as Bowen pulls over to this left-hand side. Nicholson does see him, but just decides to play it back. There is another big important goal in the playoff picture at the top of the National League. It's FC Halifax 1, Scunthorpe 1. So that's not great news for local neighbours. Hartlepool's Botswain nods the ball down to Keaton Ward. He needs runners in the centre. Keaton Ward trying to lay it off. Good stuff from Butterfield. Oh, as it Home does very well there to keep that ball moving. He lost his foot, and it's 3-0 to AFC Fylde against Darlington. And Nicholson now plays it out to Chapman. Chapman has the runner of Keaton Ward, who's come across to this side, cuts inside Chapman. He's still going, lays it off, and Fenton Lorimer John lays it. Oh, lovely back heel from Home. And it's been cleared, but the pressure isn't off for Yeovil as Nicholson brings the ball forward. The roar from the crowd drives Gateshead forward. Butterfield lays it down to Sam Bowen. He just
got to go in there. It's just got to put the ball in.
And Yeovil, they'll be happy just to relieve some pressure here as player goes down. Hasn't been given.
Handballed it.
I'll say McCoy splat there, but the clearance only as far as Fenton Lorimer John.
Do you have to use his full name?
Sorry?
Do you have to use his full name?
You have to use his full name. That's his birth name as the ball goes across to Ward. Ferguson.
Tell you what, if they do it quick. Too slow.
Well, oh, nicely left by Sam Bowen. John just holding the ball up, plays it back. Gateshead camped out on the edge of the area, but they need to penetrate. 25 minutes gone, still 0-0. There's Josh Home linking up play on the far side. Botswain just pushed off it a little bit too easily there, and Gateshead just couldn't get the tackle in there, and McCoy Splat plays the ball on the far side. It's a good ball. Jones is in the centre. Can he get the delivery? And he cuts and turns, gets the shot away into the back of a Gateshead player.
His own player.
That was his own player. And the first attack with intent from the visitors there on 25 minutes. And unfortunately it breaks down by hitting one of their own players. But that will give them belief that they can break.
Yeah, I think that's a danger for Gateshead, is that they just switch off, and they've had a lot of possession in this first sort of half, 25 minutes even, without really doing too much with it, apart from the one half chance. So that is a danger, just switching off and allowing Yeovil to get a bit of a foothold and do something on the break.
Well, Richardson has the ball. It's a good atmosphere in the Tyne and Weir stand. There's singing from both camps. As Sam Bowen plays it inside to Butterfield, back to Bowen. Calmly plays it back to Ferguson. And now Richardson on the ball, back to Ferguson. Well, if Gateshead can keep this up, this crowd will hopefully come back in numbers. But there's a long way to go. But it's been entertaining so far from a Gateshead perspective. Nicholson plays it to Chapman on the left-hand side, back to Nicholson, plays it forward to Sam Bowen, who lays it off to Nicholson. This is good stuff from Gateshead. Chapman dances past Jones. Can he play it through? Oh, it's a very tight ball. It had to be.
On.
Yeah, I think even if you had to put more weight on that, that was going to be intercepted regardless. Oh, and on the far side, that'll go out for a throw to the visitors. Whittle does well.
The idea is right to a degree, but I just don't think the ball was on. I think the safer ball was down the line to Butterfield.
I think the only way that pass could have been on is if it was over the top. Would have got to it. Well, the throw still yet to be taken as we wait for this. I tell you what, there's more than 150 Yeovil fans there. It's a fantastic effort being done by Yeovil Town here today. Of course, their longest trip of the season. There's now Nicholson. There's it back to Ferguson. Gateshead just slowing it down a little bit here. Nicholson gives it to Chapman. Chapman back to Nicholson. As they look to bring the ball forward now on the right-hand side. Keaton Ward. As Ferguson just got caught there and, well, I think a little bit lucky.
Oh, there's sub coming on here as well.
Well, they're really trying to change things up here, the visitors. They're going to change a striker in the first half here. Trying to give them a little bit something going forward, which is something they've really lacked really in the first 25 minutes.
You think it must be an injury?
I don't. I think it's tactical. They've had nothing going forward, Mark. Well, yeah, that's a frustrated striker there, Mark. Yeah. Oh, yes, number 20. Matthew Lewis was not happy there. Well, a sub in the first half for the visitors, trying to freshen things up top. It's been dominant for Gateshead possession-wise. As Travis handball, his first touch, the free kick has been given. You know, Gateshead really need to make this dominance pay at the moment, because obviously they're trying to change things up and freshen things up. All that dominance will pay for nothing, but a ball forward. Chapman, he's offside. He was off by about 4 or 5 yards.
Going to get booked as well. What a stupid booking that is, by the way.
Yeah, yellow cards. We've seen it more and more players being booked for taking a shot after the whistle's gone. I don't agree with it myself, but especially when it's a multi-ball. But I suppose it's the letter of the law. If you're going to do it at a ground where there isn't a multi-ball, you got to do it where there is. Ball forward for the visitors. Richardson wins the header. Second ball picked up, or flicked on even, towards Butterfield. And I think it's Whittle did very well there to control the ball.
Butterfield's got to do more there, by the way.
Jones plays the ball back. And Ferguson will play it back himself all the way back to McKenna. Ball over the top, looking for the legs of Jarvis. It hits off Ferguson. And Ferguson with a good tackle. Puts it out there. No nonsense from Gateshead's number 3. Well, our stadium announcer that is normally here, he's back from New Zealand, listening from New York at the moment, the one in North Shields. Thought we had another pin in the map there, Mark. As the ball comes across, McKenna can play this one out to Jones, who controls it. He's up against Nicholson, plays it inside now to McCoy Splat. Gateshead, just couldn't keep the ball in there, disrupted. It's a throw-in just next to the Gateshead dugout to our right. Game just slowed down a tad for Gateshead here, but Yeovil will be wanting to take advantage of that. Yeovil with the throw. As they pass it around the back, Gateshead chasing down.
Too easy.
Ferguson can bring the ball forward here. Jarvis holds the ball up very well, lays it off to McCoy Splat, and now on the far side, Wannell can play it out. As McCoy Splat is in the centre there, quite unmarked for a second. Cross wasn't there though. Now McCoy Splat just disrupted the ball. Butterfield plays it out to Home. Home back to Richardson, who interrupts and does keep the ball moving. Okay, to making life hard for themselves at the moment. Butterfield does well to get it to Botswain. Botswain tried to get it through, and the ball has stayed in play, and Yeovil can get on the front foot here as Jarvis and McCoy Splat are on the edge of the area to play it back. This is better from Yeovil. Shot from distance, curly. A big save, big jumping save from Dubois. Eastleigh 2-0 to the good now against Forest Green. Just shows you anything can happen at this time in the season. Felt like an optical illusion there. Felt like he jumped and then jumped in midair again. Dubois for that save. Well, that's the first time the goalkeeper's been worked really in this game. And it came from Yeovil. 33 minutes gone, still 0-0. Ball goes again for another throw to Gateshead. Very similar area to the last one. Botswain battling for the ball. The ball goes, it doesn't go out, it stays in. 1-0. Plays it back.
As well, by the way.
Crossfield ball here looking for Jones. Jones does well to nod it on to McCoy Splat, who's standing firm. As ball comes past, there was a shirt pull, and it's been pulled back in a dangerous position here for the visitors. About 25 yards out, maybe a little bit further, right hand side of the D, and they can load the box here, the visitors.
Remember what I was saying about that pressure on Robbie Savage at Forest Green. You'd imagine that wouldn't have done any favours.
Not at all.
Carlisle just went 1-0 up against Braintree.
Well, that's a good result for both teams here. Of course, Gateshead looking over their shoulder just a little bit more than Yeovil.
Will he have a shot here?
McGavin is going to cross this one in towards the big men coming in and headed past. And there is a goal kick. Offside flag goes up. Ferguson applauds the linesman. Well, Yeovil just starting to come back into it in the last 5 minutes, Mark. As Gateshead pump the ball forward from Richardson. It's going to hold up just past the halfway line. Botswain couldn't win the header. It's been nodded back and it just holds up a little bit as Ward cleared it. Ferguson goes up, wins the header, and there's Bowen to pick up the second ball. And Gateshead now can settle themselves and bring the ball forward once again. Butterfield. The midfield is a lot more movement from Yeovil at the minute, trying to close down Gateshead's creativity as Fenton John lays it back to Ferguson. Nicholson out to Chapman. Chapman's first time ball inside, really goes poor, past Bowen. It was really a bit of a blind pass, really.
Not the first time he's done that either.
As McGavin just trying to control things and give the ball back. Goes back to Ward. Botswain trying to close down and is able to turn in midfield. And
it's no foul.
A foul from Ferguson.
It's not a foul, he just went down. Yeah. It's clever forward play, but there's no foul.
Well, maybe it was a good thing for Gateshead because they were on the break and they had Jones on this right-hand side.
It's good back.
Yeah, well, that's a wasted free kick from the visitors. Dubois, with his long kick, holds up in the wind again a little bit as Botswain battles to try and get to it, but Winnell cleared it, as does Richardson, holds up in the air again, and Bowen, and amongst two players, ball cleared up towards Botswain. Can he keep it in? Just deceiving the wind the way it's affecting the ball there. As I accidentally just sprayed on Mark's laptop there. He didn't see it. I'm not normally wet around the mouth when I'm doing commentary, but I just seen it. Sorry, Mark. Only on the zone do you get this. As the ball goes back to Jed Ward. Up towards Nicholson. Header just skims off his head, but Bowen's there, and just no luck for Gateshead on that one. But the ball goes right through, and just switching off a little bit.
This is the danger with Gateshead when they're playing the way they are and sort of trying to get themselves on the front foot. It is just switching off defensively. Just little lapses in concentration can be punished.
Well, Fenton John plays it back to Dubois. Dubois goes long once again. McGavin can bring it down on the halfway line. Nice work to turn and keep possession. Gateshead just having to chase a little bit here in the midfield battle, not having it all their own way like they did in the first half of the first half. Just took a little bit longer for you to settle, didn't it? Now, there's a lot of discussions out there, players shouting at each other from both sides. Richardson wins the header. Fenton John brings down the ball in the centre circle, turns and keeps the ball moving. Didn't have many options to lay it off and loses the ball. Ball through, Jarvis holds it up well. And now Ferguson for the visitors can bring the ball forward. He's got Ryan Jones on this right-hand side. Plays it inside to McCoy Splat. Fenton John, lovely work from Josh Holmes, sends the ball through from Ferguson, from Butterfield. Botswain, edge of the area, pulls a shot, just past the post. Well, the ball through from Butterfield was lovely to send Botswain away. But concentration levels have to be at 100% for both sides here in midfield now. It's turning into a bit of a scrap in midfield. Apologies for that microphone fault as the ball played across the box. Home was chasing down. McGavin can bring it down in midfield and bring it forward towards the halfway line, and now out to the left hand side. McGavin gives it back to Winnell.
Sort of chances you've got to take those.
Yeah.
He's done brilliantly to get him behind.
South Shields have just taken the lead at home to Alfreton along the River Tyne from us. Ball forward for Jones to chase onto. Nicholson just gets his body in front and can clear the ball up the pitch. Needs to pick up the second ball here. Gateshead is Botswain. It's a high foot there, I'm sure. Well, the referee didn't give it, and Gateshead pick up possession. Oh, but Bowen has the ball. He's done well to get it back. And ball chipped forward for home. Just a little bit rushed there from, I think it was Keaton Ward, wasn't it? And the ball goes out to play for a Gateshead throw. And as I said, scrappy. It stayed scrappy a little bit, but Gateshead do have the throw.
Lennon Wielden with the goal for South Shields. On loan from Derby.
Is that the one that just signed yesterday? Or the day before?
No. He was already there.
Already there. As Richardson has the ball to Keaton Ward. Plays it back to Dubois. Dubois pumps the ball up for...
Not the worst ball, you know.
For Botswain. He's having his shirt pulled. He's having to hold it up. He's done really well, Botswain. Still coming away with it. That's great play from Gateshead's number 29. And Fenton John has it in the centre to Butterfield on this left-hand side. He does have Chapman. Back to Nicholson. Chapman has the ball, plays it inside to Fenton John, who seen the man come and turns. He's got himself in space to run with it, plays it through as Home goes down looking for a free and just looked like he collapsed to his knees there on that one.
Yeah, looked like he went down a little bit too easy.
Well, needs to be careful because it certainly looked like simulation from me. As a free kick being given on Home, and Holmes just elbowed the player that he could be very... well, I'll tell you what, if the referee seen what happened here to get that player very angry, the assistant, Josh Home could be in trouble here. I didn't see what happened. It happened after the ball, and Sir Captain Winnell, who's in absolute furious at the moment. The referee's back there to assess. He wants to talk. He's given the free kick still, but Winnell's furious with Josh Home here. Now there's talking to the assistant here. He's reaching towards his pocket, and it's going to be a yellow card, I think, for...
Jake Winnell, isn't it?
I think it is for the reaction here. He hasn't called over Josh Home. He's going to get a yellow card for his reaction here. I say we didn't get a replay from our point, but there is another massive goal affecting the relegation zone and the playoffs. Braintree 1, Carlisle 1. 42 minutes gone. I'd imagine we'll probably have 3 or 4 minutes added on here at the end for the stoppage at the beginning of the game when Levi Manchi had to leave the pitch injured. As Keaton Ward heads the ball back, and Home comes, well, done very well. The Yeovil midfielder there to get it under control. McGavin, the ball forward wasn't the greatest, and Gateshead can calmly play that back to Dubois, who has Richardson in space. Very well drilled, the back three of Gateshead. They just pull off into space to allow each other to able to pass themselves out of trouble or start another attack, as Chapman has it just in front of the Gateshead dugout, goes for a ball through the centre towards Botswain. Botswain nods it down. Butterfield, edge of the box. Can he get past his man? He can. He needs to pull it back across, deflected up in the air. Still not cleared yet, and that clearance comes into touch here. Oh, is it going to? Oh, well.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. McCoy splat there. Didn't read it. I'll say it was the wind's fault to save his blushes, but Gateshead scored from a very similar position here the other night with one of these Nicholson Nicholson for long throws.
Botswain's hold-up play has been excellent last sort of 5-10 minutes.
He's been given as good as he's getting, isn't he? As in comes the long throw once again. It's up in the air, it's looping, it's dangerous for the goalkeeper. He gets a good fist on it though. He had the sun in his eyes as well. And now on the far side, Yeovil can try and break as the ball through. Oh, lovely stuff from Butterfield, getting back defensive to stop the ball. Forest Green have pulled one back against Eastleigh. It's 2-1 to Eastleigh on the south coast at this moment in time. As Ferguson gives it to Nicholson. Back to Ferguson, just looking to get this ball moving forward. We've got 1.5 minutes of normal time remaining. Could it be anywhere from 3 to 4 added on? We had a substitution as well. That 30 seconds will be added. Two substitutions, yeah. So could even be as high as 5, really. as Ferguson in the centre holds the ball, gives it back to Nicholson. Just trying to draw Yeovil out of position here as Chapman drives into the centre with the ball, sees the run of Home, holds it up, gets it out to Keaton Ward. Fenton John in the centre with the ball, plays it across to Nicholson, has Bowen for company. Bowen takes a touch, crosses the ball in, it's deep, up towards Keaton Ward, and nodded on again. Oh, great save!
Great save.
Jed Ward from Home. The ball has been cleared, it didn't go out of play, and reaction save there. I'll say it was a headed pass in the box that led to Holmes' header, but unfortunately couldn't. We're going to see how long's going to be added on here. We can't see at the moment. Just over 10 seconds remain of normal time as Nicholson can bring the ball forward. Sam Bowen plays it inside to Butterfield. Lovely stuff. Butterfield just holds it up and plays it back to Nicholson. And 3 minutes. I thought there might have been an extra 1 or 2 on there, but the referee deemed only 3 minutes added on, and we're into that already by 10 seconds. Ball played forward for Butterfield to chase onto. Defend. Oh, he's done well to get past him. Ryan Jones has done very well.
That's great play.
Fantastic. Nodded down by Nicholson to Fenton John. Back to Ferguson now. Richardson. John can look for a runner. Just holds it up and plays it back. Well,
Bowen spare man here.
Ball comes across for Sam Bowen. It's a good ball as well. The defender, he couldn't keep it. Defender was there, wrong-footed there, misjudged it. I don't think you expect that to get through. Ball launched forward by Kyle Ferguson. Comes to David Ferguson, who calmly just strokes it back to Dubois. And we've got just under 2 minutes left to play here. As the ball comes over to Nicholson. Ball forward for Chapman. Needs to win the header. He does. It's a hard one for get a player to get onto, but Jones can play that ball through. Jarvis will chase down, but Ferguson quickly on his toes, plays it back to Dubois. Apologies for that. Well, to Gateshead have one last chance in them before the half-time break comes. Butterfield does get it to Sam Bowen. Inside to Fenton John, who quickly turns, lifts his head up to see where a teammate was, and Richardson was the man. Now Ferguson. Nicholson. Chapman plays the ball back to Ferguson in the centre. Ferguson gets the ball back. Chapman's asking for it on this left-hand side. It's going to come to him on the ground. Has to play it back to Nicholson. Ball out on the far side to Keaton Ward. That's lovely. Plays it inside to Fenton John. The referee just kind of getting in the way there a little bit. Ball through now on the edge of the box. Sam Bowen, he lays it forward for Butterfield. Can he pull it back across? Oh, it just deflects inwards. Normally that would go out for a corner, but it's 0-0 here. The half-time whistle has gone. It was a good start from Gateshead. And, well, the only team to really make the goalkeeper work fully, well, actually, I'm talking lies. There was a save there at the end. Both goalkeepers have had one good shot to deal with. Gateshead have been on top possession-wise, but Yeovil come on stronger in the second half of the first half, and it's all to play for here in the Enterprise National League. We're going to go and have our half-time cup of tea and warm up. We'll be back in about 10 minutes to give you the full half-time scores in the Enterprise National League, and we'll see you very, very soon. over his head it went, and Beck just to prod it home into an empty net. And Gateshead, well, looking a little bit more comfortable here as we another big goal in the National League. Scunthorpe are winning 2-1 away to Halifax, but the goal that matters for us here is Gateshead are winning by 2-0. Mark Beck on the score sheet.
Tell you what, Rob Elliott, subs are magic. Did this in midweek, didn't he? All the subs coming from, all the goals coming from subs in midweek. And this Gilson and Beck combining. It's a great little dink in, from Gilson. It's a brilliant dink.
He kept his composure, and that would be something that he's maybe been guilty of when he's come on the pitch. He's a very talented, skillful player, but he kept it simple there, and simple works. Oh, that's a correction on the Scunthorpe goal. That goal has been chalked off. Someone a little bit over-eager on the...
Must have went to VAR.
Well, I think he's missed it, As Rob Elliott comes out of the tunnel, as Fenton John hooks it clear. They need to keep the lines here. Gateshead as Beck calmly plays it back there and just... Oh.
No, don't mind that. Take control
Lovely
of the
stuff
situation.
from Gateshead as Keaton Ward.
There you go.
Cleared by Gateshead up the pitch, and Beck wins the header.
Oh, it's just Boatwain hasn't read it.
Yeah.
Gateshead have still got to manage this.
Yeah.
2-0. I said it on Tuesday night. Sorry, 2-0 is a dangerous lead.
Well, we've seen a couple of times on that right-hand side they have got the space to cross the ball in the box.
Look, I think Yeovil have played well today. I don't think they're a bad side.
No.
At all. They've played some lovely stuff. They just haven't had too much of a threat as yet, but it'll come.
Whittle on this left-hand side, he's on his toes waiting for the ball. He's going to get it now, though. He's dropped deep to get involved. Ball back, Beck putting the pressure on the back line there. Goes all the way back to Jed Ward. There's Bowen just disrupting and gives away a foul. That was just
probably be a booking, I think.
Yeah, I think he's set the precedent now, isn't he, for the shirt pulling?
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
but it is a booking. There's no point complaining.
No.
I didn't mean you were complaining, by the way.
No.
For a change.
Ask my wife. I'm always complaining.
Not as much as she does.
Oh.
Living with you.
Can't really argue with that, but the ball comes in. It's a dangerous one. It's going to bounce. Can he get the shot away? And the offside flag went up. I think I don't think Ferguson knew. I think the player behind him did know, but held the line well there. But just for a brief second, I thought they were going to get a one back there, Yeovil.
Yeah, dangerous game playing that high offside line there, but it's worked for Gateshead.
Well, the Gateshead fans today are in fine voice. Great atmosphere. I'll say it again. The amount of Yeovil fans I have come, there's a few leaving at the moment. Never leave early at a Gateshead game. That's what I say. But fantastic support from the Yeovil fans. Always lovely to have them here at Gateshead International Stadium. A special friendship with the podcasts. As the ball cleared and it has stayed in. Oh, well, the ball wouldn't sit up for Keaton Ward there. Ball forward, and Jarvis does well to nod that down. And Sam Bowen, it's been played on. Now Merry can play it across to the far side. This is dangerous. Can they get the ball in the box? Yeovil, they skip past one tackle, laid it off. There comes another one over the bar. Wasn't too far away. And well, Yeovil, they've changed the gear. They're trying to get something back quickly.
Yeah, good effort from the edge of the box. Just got under it a little bit as we head into the last quarter of an hour here.
Tell you what, Sam Bowen was lucky there. And,
no, he was. I think that's a booking again.
Yeah. Referee's played it on and hasn't went back.
I do wonder if there's maybe an argument to say maybe he's put Louis Story on in midfield.
As you say that, Ethan Moore goes out to warm up. I didn't hear that. Did you hear it? No. Don't know how many there is, but at the moment, Gilson nicely out to Chapman on the edge of the box. He's got time. Can he cut past his man? He can. Pulls it back across. Good save from Jed Ward.
Unbelievable
and then
save,
goes out for another corner. And well, as a Yeovil player down injured there, I don't know if he's just stretched a bit too far for that one. Yeah, he's getting up. York City have scored away to York, and a massive goal down at Sutton. Rochdale are losing 1-0, so that really opens up the title race at the moment. I don't know who's got the best goal difference, but whoever has is top. We said it when we played York that there would be lots of twists and turns, and that's proven to be the case. Corner from the far side, Keaton Ward crosses this one in. It's not bad. Oh, keeper has to cut that away. Look, it's going to go direct in as Chapman puts it back out to Ward. Ward puts one in. Keeper there. There isn't a Ferguson for the visitors. He might have collided with the post right there.
In terms of goal difference, York are considerably ahead. 21 goals, 22 goals now.
Wow. So it hasn't refreshed on there. Is it just refreshed now, is it? No. I think it does a live standings here on this one. But we hope Ferguson's all right. He's had a decent game, you know, Kyle Ferguson.
I don't really think there's anyone in a red and black shirt that hasn't played pretty well. I think, and this isn't meant to sound patronising at all, but I think Yeovil have played well.
Yeah, the Gateshead have had to come up with ways to break them down, especially in the second half. They've sat in deep, they had a better shape. It was noticeable, you know, a few minutes into the second half that they were, you know, had adjusted, had tried to find a way to close Gateshead down. Scunthorpe have taken the lead now away to FC Halifax. It's 2-0 here with 10 minutes to go. Keaton Ward and Mark Beck with the goals. There's Ferguson. I think he'll come back on, to be honest. Yeah, he's all right. It's obviously had to leave the pitch because of receiving treatment.
Big goal in the Northern Premier League, Premier Division. Heaven have just gone ahead.
Oh, wow.
I think that puts them top.
Ferguson, once again, he's been reading the ball fantastic today and just laid it back.
Tell you what a clearance that is.
It is, and it's going to bounce in, you know. It's going to stay in, and Botswain has all over the far side. It's a good, you stood firm, McKenna there, but
he's got to do more.
Shirt, yeah.
He's got to do more there. In terms of that, does put Heaven top, although teams around them have got games in hand.
Well, I believe we're going to see Harvey Greenslade come on. He's stripped and ready for action. Louis Story and Anafawosi have been for a warm-up. Looks like Louis Story is getting stripped this time.
Don't be shocked if he ends up in midfield here.
Well, Anafawosi
all three at the back
as well is going to come on as ball over the top, looking for the run of Gilson, and Gilson's going to get to it, but Whittle's sticking to him like glue. He's at the corner flag. He's holding it up well. Gilson needs some support, someone to out offlay it to, and he does in Keaton Ward. Back to Richardson. And Gateshead just using the ball at the moment. Out it goes to Nicholson. Oh, Sam Bowen got the ball. The runner wasn't there, but it goes out for Gateshead. Comes off.
First long throw since Beck came on, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Let's see what Nicholson has here. But Harvey Greenslade is stripped and ready for action. We'll see who he comes on for in a second. Don't think it'll happen before this throw-in. Well, Nicholson out in the sunshine, launches this one in up towards Beck. It's going to fall to, great stuff from Fenton John, but just couldn't keep it under control. Thought he was just going to marshal it there, and at the minute Yeovil on the attack now, bringing the ball forward.
Great tackle.
Great tackle. Ferguson once again, and well, I'd have to say he's put himself in for contender and man of the match. Ball comes out to Botswain, right hand side of the box. Drives down. Can he get the ball in the centre?
He's done well. That's
slows
good.
It down.
Yeah.
Didn't waste the ball. Keaton Ward looking for Mark Beck at the back there.
He's got to keep the ball, Gator. Just control the tempo of the game.
Well, no goals in the National League as it stands. Nothing that changes anything. Ball into the box looking for Botswain. It's going to fall. Botswain chases down, wins the ball, does very well. Appeals for fouls from some of the Yeovil players, but Gilson in the edge of the box. Nice trickery, holds it up, gives it out. I thought he was going to pass the linesman there for a second as Richardson has the ball out to Keaton Ward. Whips one in, just
Tell you what, that come off.
Well, I think that might have been up for the Puskas award there if that one had a. Would have been quite the turn, wouldn't it, if he had been able to let that sit up for him. Well, Anafosi stripped and ready. We're not seeing Louis Story come out of the dugout yet. He was getting stripped, but they might have changed their mind. Anafosi, though, ready and waiting.
Chapman, possibly.
I think that would probably be the wise one to do. Just he's put a lot of running in on the far side, and well, they're actually waiting for this sub. As the visitors play across the back, Chapman chasing down. That's great from Chapman. He's ordering his teammates to get across there as well, and the ball forward. Well, it was a bit of hit and hope, really. You can see the idea, but Gator players had that one in hand if it had stayed in. Well, Whittle is going to come off for Greenslade. Still unbelievable as Aldershot have taken the lead away to Morecambe. So Gateshead as high as 17th today if it stays as is. And really that compounds the woes of Morecambe, that one. And you would have to say it's going to be a very, very tough battle to try and get out of that one for Morecambe now. As Keaton Ward pumps the ball forward. It went right through. Gilson tries to get there, but cleared by Jed Ward. Nicely brought down. That was lovely.
By the way,
Murray brought that down beautifully. And lovely stuff from Richardson. Win it in midfield. And Gator just passing the ball in and around. Mark Beck just holds it up. Nothing silly. Keeps the ball moving for Gateshead.
Well, since he's come on, I know he got the goal, but his hold up and use of the ball has been fantastic, Beck.
There's Keaton Ward. Gives the ball back to Richardson. Ferguson plays the ball out to the far side where Sam Bowen. Well, Mark, we're going to have to start talking about man of the match here because we have to send it off. Who's your contenders?
Well, you got David Ferguson. I think he's had a great game in the back, like you said, and Kent Richardson has. I feel like I say this every week, but Fenton John again, I think he's been fantastic in midfield. So I'll let you do it, Dave, because there's so many. Keaton Ward, possibly. Yeah, Keaton Ward obviously got the goal. I am siding with the engine room, though, between Ferguson and... Botswain just couldn't get to that one. Between Ferguson and Fenton John. I think it's between those two. I'm going to side with Ferguson because he's made some crucial interceptions. So I'll send that one through. But Gator hooked the ball forward. Ferguson blocking Jarvis's pass. Oh, yeah. We'll find out what the attendance is as well. Gateshead have the ball on the far side. My mic wasn't working. Keaton Ward gets the ball on the edge of the box. He's going to go for a shot here. Curling Ward. What a save.
Great save.
What a save.
Unbelievable stuff. And I'm just going to text through the man of the match. The corner on the far side. That's sent through. I'll try and get the attendance as well.
Chapman coming off for Anafosi.
All right, we'll find that out, but yes.
Story coming on, not sure who for.
Louis Story's going to come on for Sam Bowen, who's very good in the first half. Second half found it a little bit more difficult, but I think that was more down to the opposition making it a lot tighter. Fylde have made their lead 4-1 now against Darlington out there in Lancashire. Louis Story comes on. He loves a corner, likes a header in a corner as well. What a story that would be for him to come on and get another goal from the subs bench.
Loves a big goal.
In comes the delivery. Oh, this hasn't been fully cleared yet. Nodded back in, nodded away. And Richardson tried to get to Anafosi. He just puts it back over his shoulder. And the ball on the far side. Story pulls it across and ricochets back towards one of the players on the far side. It was Merry, and Daly's asking for a ball forward. He's still asking for it. He's offside if it had to come. Now it goes forward, but Ferguson, he's just going to get there in front and calmly pass that to one of his teammates. Dorking have taken the lead now at Hemel Hempstead and keep themselves top if it stays like that.
I was going to joke with you and say it's a definite man of the match performance.
Another important goal in the relegation battle. Carlisle are winning 2-1 at Braintree, and Morecambe are losing 2-0 at this moment in time. Ball comes in, and good stuff from Daly. Brings the ball down, gets a shot away into the legs of Louis Story. Story, David Ferguson, confirmed man of the match as Harvey Greenslade has the ball. We've got a minute and 10 seconds of the first half of the game remaining in normal time. Yeovil still probing out on the right hand side. Can they get the ball in the centre? It's laid off. That's a little bit easy. Going to drive with Merry. Drives into Anafawosi though, and Anafawosi gets past his man, and he'll open up down the left hand side for Gateshead. He's driving forward, still going Anafawosi, and he draws the free kick. Referee says no, and now the ball comes forward for Yeovil again on the right hand side. Rochdale have equalised at Sutton. They will still be top if it stays like that. Ward on the ball, gives it to Nicholson. Big goals coming in the last minutes in and around the National League. Have we seen the last of the goals here as Yeovil still probing? Ball across to Winnell. The visitors just passing the ball around at the moment. Gateshead, Anafawosi went in for a...
Tell you what, it's a good job he didn't make contact there.
He certainly did with this ball out to Harvey Greenslade on the left-hand side. He's kept it in.
5 minutes added on.
To try and get this ball into the centre. Drives down to the dead ball line. There was the ball, goes out of play for a corner. Gateshead players covering well. Well, the big men are going forward. I don't know if Jed Ward's hurt himself or he's just crouching down in anticipation for this corner.
Got to keep the concentration levels high here, Gateshead. See this one out. The goal now would really set the nerves on edge.
The delivery comes in now. It's not a bad one. Headed. Oh, great punch from Dubois.
Brilliant.
He just appeared out the crowd like Superman there. And there's something going on in the box here. Referee wants to talk to somebody. Two very competitive sides here this afternoon. I like to see it. But Truro have finished 0-0 at home to Boreham Wood. Of course, Boreham Wood secure in the playoffs now. As the visitors build from the back. McKenna pumps the ball over to McGavin here, who plays the ball over the top. That's asking a lot of Daly, but Story's there just to clear that one, only as far as McGavin. Gilson doing really well to disrupt. And and that was a nasty tackle on Richardson. He's given the free kick, and I think
should be off here.
He's going to be off here. He was off the ground as he went in.
What a ludicrous tackle. What a stupid tackle.
It was a nasty one.
Yeah, that's pathetic.
Oh my God. Well,
it's a pathetic tackle. He knows what he's done. He's jumped in.
Yeah. Well, red card for the visitors in the second minute of added on time. Well,
it's Finn Cousin Dawson, isn't it?
Yeah, Cousin Dawson. Well, he's only got himself to blame on that one, and he's got into an argument with the groundsman there. He gave the groundsman abuse for no reason. Well, I say the ball was there to be won. A normal tackle would have been suffice, but he was off the ground as he went in. It was a lunge.
Yeah, it's a dangerous tackle and rightly given a red. Frustration, I think.
It certainly is. Well, the free kick taken by Dubois. And we've got just over 2 minutes remaining. McKenna tries to bring the ball. Keaton Ward's got time to bring it down. Nicely done.
Do you know the biggest compliment you can pay Gateshead here is the fact they don't look like a side at the wrong end of the table.
Yeah.
From minute one. Not that it's been a 90-minute performance, but from the first minute they've looked comfortable. There hasn't been nerves. They played good football.
It's been a calm performance, but Anafawozi brings the ball forward. He's still going down to the dead ball line. He kept it in. He hasn't. From all angle, it did look like that. And there's still afters going on here. The theatrics and the niggles and the words and the ears is just getting out of hand here. Anafawozi did push down the Yeovil player here, and it does look like he needs treatment for that little push in the back. I'm sure he'll be all right. But at the moment, Anafawozi will get a yellow card for that. The precedent's been set. It was a silly push. Well, at this moment in time, it's a goal kick. Well, now there is a result in it. Morecambe, Aldershot have won 2-0 at Morecambe. That's a great result for Gateshead. And as I say, I'm just letting up to get Mark through. At the moment, Yeovil playing the ball forward. Richardson gets it to Gilsonen. Gilsonen just slows it down, runs into two shirts, and now Daly can drive forward with the ball, but there was Keaton Ward just to get back into it. I'll sit myself back down here. Very much thank you to Mark Rovers for being with us here on commentary, but he's got duties for interviews, and at this moment in time, McGavin has a free kick right next to the halfway line to get this one in the box to try and create something for the visitors. Only 10 seconds left of the time added on. Of course, it's a minimum, but McGavin is going to put this ball right into the area. Up it goes. It's not a bad ball. Gateshead haven't cleared it that well. Goal, reaction save from Dubois, only out to the far side. Here comes the shot from Winnell. Winnell didn't get it through, bounces through, out for a corner. It's still going right to the final whistle here as we await the delivery. Yeovil with one last throw of the dice to try and get a goal back here. In comes the delivery. Goes right to the back post, and it's not into the back of the net. It was Ferguson that was coming in, and well, Dubois couldn't get to it, and Yeovil have got themselves a goal back here with 10 men. How long is the referee going to add on here, though? As Gateshead just need to stay calm here. There's a good header by Ferguson, though. The delivery was good. The goalkeeper couldn't get to it through the crowd. No Gateshead head could get to it either, but Ferguson plants it into the back of the head. Great corner. Goes all the way back to Dubois. And there is the full-time whistle. Gateshead are 5 points outside of the relegation zone. The great escape continues. The hard work pays off. And Gateshead and Rob Elliott have another 3 points here at Gateshead International Stadium. A magnificent turnaround from earlier in the season, but the job isn't done yet. And Gateshead, with goals from Keaton Ward from the penalty spot and Mark Beck, have secured the points here. And Gateshead, well, now the celebrations will go on long into the night on Tyneside. A massive well done to the travelling contingent from Yeovil. They've been absolutely fantastic, vocal today here. And Rochdale have scored very late in the day. They keep their 3-point advantage at the top of the National League table. It's all going on at the top and the bottom. But today, for us, Gateshead, the result, the points come this way. And what a fantastic afternoon it's been. And Yeovil, we wish them all the best for the rest of the campaign. I'm sure they have more than enough to keep themselves away from the relegation zone. As I say, we have a special relationship on the Heed On Me podcast with the Glovers cast, and as I say, brothers in arms, but now we can go back to being friends after the 90 minutes. A big thank you to our cameraman Alex as well And we hope you can join us again on Bank Holiday Monday here at Gateshead International Stadium, where Gateshead entertains Scunthorpe in the Enterprise National League. My name's been David Gaddis. I had Mark Rivers on co-commentary. Thank you very much for your company here. And that was a fantastic win for Gateshead. Goodbye, everybody.